Hello, I'm Michael Glass from michaelglass.com, where we focus on making informed decisions about our financial future. This is our Forex Weekend Technical Analysis Trading Plan for Sunday, May 29th, 2011. Before we begin, we have to start off with our disclosures. Any symbols you see today should not be inferred as a trading recommendation. No matter what form of investing you choose, stock, forex, futures, options, they all have a level of risk associated with them. You can lose all of your money. Any strategies showed today are for informational purposes only. Future results are not guaranteed. And finally, any investment decision you make is solely your own responsibility. Trade at your own risk. So this is our weekend Forex Technical Analysis for Sunday, May 29th. We're going to look at some of the prior price action. We're going to try to come up with key support and resistance levels for our major currency pairs. We're going to look at the gold and crude charts to see if they give us any leading indications. We'll come with a low volatility watch list, and inside of our watch list, and we'll review the economic calendar to see if there's anything that affect our open or future trades. And finally, we have an education spotlight at the end. So let's pull up the charts. Okay, so we are starting off with the dollar currency pair, starting off with the dollar Canadian. And what we can see is, although we're in a longer term downtrend, we have started an uptrend for the short term. And we've actually taken out a couple of the past swing lows. But now, this 9,800 level has been our little nemesis here for about 2 weeks. And we're starting to form. We've got the resistance here around a little above 9,800. We've got an uptrend line going. So we're starting to form an ascending wedge type pattern. But it's going to be interesting to see how long we continue to consolidate right here at this 9,800 level before it makes up its mind. So that's basically what I'm watching. I'm watching for a break now of about 98,150 to continue running up to the 200 moving average, or we'll see how long it goes sideways to see if it's going to break lower. One thing that's nice to see is that our 20 moving average has broken above the 50 moving average, so that's certainly for the bulls something to watch. And it may be a day or two for this price action to come over here to the moving averages before we actually do get that bounce that we're looking for to break the 9,800 level. Let's go over to the dollar franc. The dollar franc, clearly in a downtrend. No arguments about that. And those of us who are we have several videos we put together, but our daily videos through forex-pairs, we talked about this break lower. We were watching an inverted head and shoulders or a break lower, and it ended up going with a break lower. And so there were certainly trades there, but now you can see the distance between where we are and the moving averages. If you look at over here, some of our mean reversion trades, this is an example of, yes, it can go lower. So it just kept going lower. But at this point, we certainly do want to start watching for some type of retracement back to moving averages. This is certainly oversold. Our last dollar one is the dollar yen. And here, well, first of all, let me go back, and you can see this range from October of last year, basically, of up and down, earthquake, still could say earthquake, and we seem to be in this range. And as we failed to get up to the moving average, now the 200 moving average, now we're coming back down, and we're breaking lower again. This line here was something that we drew, and we broke that, and now we're moving lower. So I certainly think that we're going to come down and at least test this 80.24. I'll shrink it out for you for those people who want to know where that came from. That came from November. And so certainly think there is some weakness here. And even again, we're getting ready to get into zone 3 of our selling. So our buy opportunity of zone 3. So I would look for this to go a little bit lower and looking for buys at this 80 price level. So we're going to switch over now to the euro currency pair, starting off with the euro dollar. And one thing to look at as we come over to the hourly is that there were some great mean reversion trades. So yes, as it was coming down, people were actually did find places to buy, and we're also now coming into where those same traders are now looking to sell. Um, so we bounced here. Another good place to look at as far as what we just had. I mean, we had a really good week for the euro, and if we come in here with these wicks, you can see what I'm kind of measuring against to try to find a good price level. You can kind of see where we're pausing at, but you can see, basically a good week for the euro. The euro rallied back after this. This was the beginning of the euro and Greece debt crisis, and the IMF and the G8 meetings, I guess, were good for the euro. They kind of, so the euro rebounded. So the question is, are we going to break out yet even higher? Well, so I think we need to watch for a breakout of this level. You can see where we've consolidated here for a while. So yes, a breakout of this, or more importantly, above 144 would be good for the bulls to get into this next auction area and get us out of this 2-3 week choppiness here. So yes, I still will be watching for a break above 143 or even 144 to go long, even though that's against where some people are going to be starting to look going short. We'll go switch over to the euro. Let's go to the euro Aussie. And here you can see, here we are, been sitting here in a 2-week range. So basically, and you can see that on the hourly, just choppiness. So basically, you just want to go ahead and mark the high or low of this low volatility and, trade the breakout. Several inside bars just within this 2-week range. So the break of the 20 is nice, but again, we want to get above 134.6 or below 132, a little bit more aggressive, 132.50 and trade the break out of this region. The euro franc. I'm sorry, let's go to euro Canadian. And, we have this larger range that we're in, and then now we're establishing, I guess, sort of a smaller range. But again, the euro has been strong this week, so it's taken off. Certainly we could draw some downtrend lines, but if I were going to go ahead and match up these levels here, again, just like the euro dollar, look at the euro Canadian stopping at a past swing high level. So, and we can see on the hourly that we are at the third standard deviation short here. So there are going to be some people looking to short, but again, news overrides everything, momentum overrides technical. So if we can break up a 1.4, I would certainly be interested to see if we can go up and test the 500 or even this wick swing high. Euro franc. Oh, look at that one. This one seems to be falling off the chart here, huh? And so this is sort of like one of the, what was it, the dollar franc that we were looking at, that it can go lower, but notice it's going lower right along the fibs here. This has to pull back eventually. A lot of air between where we are and the moving averages. So that's what I'm watching for. Once we broke this, which we were watching, it certainly looks like the bottom fell out. And our last one is the euro yen. And this one's more of a wedge. You can see we got sort of a downtrend line here, uptrend line here. We're consolidating. Look at us snaking here around the moving average. So we're looking for a break, preferably get above the 20 and the 50 moving average here, or below here to run down and test the 200 or not lower. But you can see this wedge, this triangle getting tighter and tighter. So this has to resolve itself one way or the other. We are going to finish off with the pound currency pairs, starting off with the pound Canadian. And we can see what we were trading with this one was this another wedge, another triangle, and we have broken out. And this one's a little bit harder because you can see so much congestion here to really figure out where your target would be. I'll probably go right in here. But again, there's all kinds of congestions to stop us. So this one, if you didn't catch this breakout, because there is resistance right up here, I'd probably sit on hands. There are a lot of mean reversion traders looking to short the heck out of this one, so I sit on hands right now. The pound franc. Look at this one breaking down. You can see what we were watching. We did get that break, but we did come right on back up to the Bollinger Band. So this is another one that I was sitting hands, let it get back up here to the moving average before I was short. And we have the pound yen. Let's try that again. Sorry. There you go. This one is setting up another wedge type play. We did, as it is right now, we've broken out of it. We've got a couple dojis in here, and which is what we've been watching. And but you can see if I come over here to these wicks here, and they match up over here, you can kind of see what we got to get out of to really truly make a run to this 500 moving average. We really need to get above 134.30ish to get above this. A couple dojis. We're in the sell zone on the mean reversion traders. Our breakout traders did not get to follow through. We got out and now we've consolidated. So it's going to be interesting to see which way this one goes. And our final pound currency is the pound dollar. And this, along with the euro, you can see again, the difference with the euro was that the euro basically stopped here. Remember, if it stopped at the last key resistance. This one has actually broken out 4 really nice days. And so, this past swing high has to be on their mind, of the breakout traders. We may pause a little bit here to consolidate a little bit and allow some of our overbought indicators to pan out a little bit, but certainly a lot of strength here. I will sit on hands right now and let's get a pullback there to maybe come back to the 20 moving average, let that catch up bounce off of that. The last thing we're going to look at are just the two exotic pairs. We got the Aussie dollar. There we go. Sorry about that. That was weird. And this one, finding a little support on the 50 moving average. Let's change this to a trend line and see what we got. Do we have a breakout here? We sort of do. We wicked above it. So that's certainly something to watch. And if we go back to our price level, we can see with our wicks in here. So we do have a breakout trade looking to happen. At least to run up maybe to 1.08 up to the wick in here. So there is a breakout trade here. So put your alert at about 1.7, 125, 1.7. Put your alert at the high of Friday's candle. And our last currency pair we're going to look at is the New Zealand dollar. And here, look at that one. This one's already taken off. It found the 50 moving average. It's broken up. It's made a new high. This one we need to go ahead and let it pull back to the 20 and find the safe entry. As we quickly take a look at gold, we can see here's our breakout trade to the upside, finding a little resistance here at 1543. On our market profile, 1525 is our volume support. You might even see a little volume support at 1535. So there certainly looks like there is a potential for us to run up and at least test that last swing high. But maybe let it come back to 20 moving average before you get into the trade. And as far as oil is concerned, same thing. We had a breakout trade, but it really just kind of went sideways. If I match up these wicks over here, you can see the resistance. Also the resistance of the 20-50 moving average. Because we went sideways for a couple of days, we got our point of control at 100. We really need to get below 93 to run down to 90. That's not 93. That's 98. to get a rundown to our volume vacuum, but for the most part, it looks like we're stuck here at 100. Okay, once again, we've run out of time, so we're probably going to have to cut out some of the currency pairs we'll look at so we can really get to everything. You can find us on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. And you know about, we got a great free 5-video course for you at michaelglass.com, freevideo.html. If you're trading Forex, you might as well get paid. Doesn't change your spread, doesn't change your commissions. You just get paid back. So we got a great cash back for Forex traders. We got a great Forex signal software for you. And if you're looking for automated trading, we got a great relationship for you there also. Thanks, guys, and I'll see you next time.